Hello everyone. Today we're flying first class from Newark to Bogota, Colombia. We will be taking a look at the United Club lounge experience, what it's like to board as a first class passenger, the in-flight service, the dining, was the food actually good, what it's like arriving in Colombia while clearing customs, and a quick look at the beauty of Bogota and South America. Today's trip to Bogota will take us 5 hours and 50 minutes. We will be flying aboard a Boeing 737 MAX 8. This plane will have 16 seats in first, 48 seats in United's Economy Plus, and 102 seats in Economy. Our seat will be right here in first class, seat 4A. Before heading to our flight, we are heading to United's C123 lounge in Terminal C. The lounge isn't included in our first class ticket, but I am eligible thanks to my membership. There is a self-service buffet and a barista that makes coffee. Even when it's packed, there is still movement and it doesn't feel crowded. For lunch I had some naan, spinach, rice and chicken, and a chicken wrap as well. With that lunch in mind, it was time to leave the lounge. Since we are flying first class, we get access to Group 1 boarding. No need to line up in a long line with priority boarding. And here we are at the gate. People are standing and ready to head to Bogota. They announced they were checking signatures before boarding, so I went to a bar to make sure my signature was legible. Thank you for the pen, conveniently located bar. I was a little surprised since people were lining up a little earlier than usual. No matter though, we will board in Group 1. Getting boarding Group 1 with first class is nice. You skip a large line and have time to get comfortable on the plane. What I also like is passengers in Group 1 usually board a little quicker since they know what is going on.
Thank you.
We don't have to walk very far. And here is our seat. The seat is spacious with great legroom. Views outside the window are pretty cool too. We get 2 windows. To our right we have a physical remote for the in-flight entertainment screen, and power outlets right to the left. The seat is comfy and comes with an adjustable headrest, and a branded United logo. The windows from this seat look great. We definitely get a 2-for-1 deal here. As boarding wraps up, the cabin is pretty calm. Time to leave the gate. Next service begins with passing out first class dinner menus. It is pretty organized and lets you know the salad, the entree, and dessert options. Not to mention it also comes with the wine list. And other drinks too. For now, it's time for us to leave and head to the sky. Once in the air, the cabin crew comes by and gives out headphones. The screen is nice and bright. After selecting the language, we are presented with the itinerary for our flight. And we also get blankets. The meal service begins with a warm, wet towel. I am a fan of the in-flight map as it shows where we are in the flight and how long we have remaining in the flight. Warm nuts and pretzels are given out, and I choose some water with no ice. For the meal I chose the seared beef short rib with a romaine salad and some cheesecake. Side note here, I like the salt and pepper shakers on United. They look like mini Death Stars. The crew also kept refilling my water, which was cool. As our flight continued, it was time to select a movie to watch. Beverly Hills Cop will do. I like switching to the map occasionally to see where we are on our voyage. And we keep getting closer and closer. With that in mind, the cabin lights turned back on to prepare for our descent into Colombia. And we continued getting closer to the ground. At the gate, it was time to leave. Right on cue, everyone stood up.
If you have a connection.
After a quick thanks, we were off the plane.
Thank you, gracias. Thank you.
Going through passport control was a breeze, but it did require a manual stamp. Customs was just as straightforward too. With passport and customs out of the way, it was time to enter the arrivals portion of the Bogota airport. Here there were shops and taxis ready to leave outside. Feels great to be in South America. South America is a continent of discovery and adventure, full of warmth, color, and people eager to share their love of life. I feel nothing but gratitude to be here. With the ride complete, that wraps up our trip report from Newark to Bogota in United's First Class. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment below. I respond to all comments. And if you enjoyed the journey, consider subscribing so you don't miss the next flight. Until then, I'll see you on the next trip.